Culture appropriate.
I'm so dynamic. Think I'm from a different planet. When I speak with
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is B. Octavia. If you are new, I'm 22 years old and I'm from Washington, D.C. If you are new, subscribe, join the squad, you know what I'm saying? I like to talk about people. In today's video, I will be talking about this YesJulz person. Culture appropriate. Excuse me, I had a frog in my throat. This YesJulz person who has been trending for maybe a week now due to racist comments about certain folks. Who is YesJulz? I had to do some research because I had no idea who she was. But upon doing my research, I have my general statement on her. Let's read it, shall we? Number 1, Culture Vulture YesJulz. YesJulz is a white woman who happens to be a culture vulture. She has had fat transfers, which is evidence number 1. Number 2, very obviously, the way she talks. The slang she uses, homies, and the tone of her voice is very forced, as if she is trying to appeal. Among other things though, she had some very racist and pointless things to say about Powerhouse, Karen Civil, and Scottie Bean, who is on State of the Culture. And she thinks that both of them are jealous of her. Why? YesJulz hosted Rolling Loud. I don't know, I didn't pay no attention. And Karen Civil and Scottie Bean had something to say about it, like why. And I would have too. It's a hip-hop event. That's just like when that girl, what's her name, Tori something. That's just like when she was at the BET Awards. Everybody was like, it's the BET Awards though. You can sing, but that don't mean that you should be here. It's a lot of white people that can sing, but this is black entertainment television. I would have had a problem with it too. Just because somebody got numbers on social media and just because they listen to hip-hop and stuff don't mean that they should be allowed to host those type of events. That's just how I feel. She then followed up and said that it's in Miami, she's lived in Miami, and she's been in the hip-hop scene in Miami for 5 years. That's not that long, sweetheart. It doesn't matter. They could have got Trina. They could have got Trick Daddy. They could have got anybody else from Miami. But what would you bring? Twerking your fat transfer, excuse me, buttocks? I'm sick of seeing that type of... And you're white. We know that it's a plastic surgery situation. We know. God. She also had a situation with Joe Budden where she tweeted out a shirt that she was gonna sell with the N-word on it. People do anything for clout. Like you realize risking your life at this point because you really disrespecting a lot of people and you think it's cool. Why I say she's a culture vulture, and she's different from the Kardashians being a culture vulture, because the Kardashians will never admit to being culture appropriators, but she's unapologetically racist and she's unapologetically not culture sensitive. What do you think that's gonna do? It's not gonna be a positive response, I'm telling you that. And Joe didn't give her a positive response, and he tore her apart and said how she's gotten surgery to look like a black woman, which she has and which she denies. And that's the only similarity between the Kardashians and her, is they both deny that they had surgery, and you've had surgery, sweetheart. Good job, Joe Budden. Since Santana's insecure had a problem with YesJulz hitting him up for some advice on something, it depends on what it was, but in Sin's world, it don't really matter what it was. She's just insecure, so she, you know. Hey y'all, you know I ain't know Joe Budden was pump it up. do my thing. The whole thing with Sin Santana, alright, boom. You know, that's what happens when you try to hit up somebody, you know, a nigga for advice and he got a girlfriend. That's just what happens sometimes. So don't get in your feelings about that. She was trying to clown Joe Budden for trying to return some sweatpants after he wore them to somewhere. I don't know. We black. Don't try to clown him for that. It was very pointless of her to bring up these certain things, you know what I'm saying? And she also said that she believed that Karen Civil was coming to Rolling Loud to fight her, which Karen Civil is a businesswoman, honey. She ain't coming to no Rolling Loud with thousands of people to fight little old you. Get over yourself. Maybe her presence there scared you like that. Maybe that's what happened. This type of white girl, see, she think that she urban and stuff, but you can't be scared like that. If she didn't say that she was gonna come to beat you up, how would you know that she come to beat you up? Oh, cause that's the black response, huh? No, and she should've. Hell, put me on a payroll, Karen, I'll do it. How old is she? I don't care. I would her for the culture. Needless to say, all of what she said was pointless. Back to the next clip. Okay, y'all can do different things, but y'all are in the same field. And they have been putting in work years before you. So, I just feel like it should be some type of respect there just because we are all women. We don't even have to look at race. We're all women. You different, though. I didn't even know who this YesJulz person was. I don't know what hip-hop scene you're on, sweetheart, but I've never seen you. Don't come for them. And they took up for themselves very well. I love CLAPBACKS. And she deserved it because it would have been different if it was a black woman there. I don't think she would have had that type of energy. The thing that I noticed about it was she was trying to have this ego and like she didn't care about it, but you care because you're bringing it up. Okay, you hosted. Okay, so why you ain't riding that, you know, that excited wave? Why you worried about what, you know what I'm saying? Because you know you shouldn't have been in that position. It don't make sense. The simple fact that you feel like they jealous of you because you was in a position, it really seems to me that you jealous of them because you worried about them after you so-called won. After you so-called got the bag. Out of here. I hate these Culture Vulture. I ain't trying to be mean or nothing, but these is really getting out of control. What I think about this, she don't want the smoke. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people love Karen Civil? You know how many people love Scottie Bean? It's not a threat. It's saying like they some real intellectual women. And you not even in that type of category. So you're right. Y'all don't do the same things. So they should have got the opportunity before you. The fact that you are making it a point to call them out and say that they was jealous of this and that, it really seems to me that you jealous of them because they haven't mentioned you before. So, I say that to say this. If y'all want me to do a video on this Culture Vulture, YesJulz, because this was just about the situation at hand. You know what I'm saying? Do a reaction video of one of her culture appropriating videos, which probably be all of them. If y'all want me to do that, I will do that in the near future. I will see y'all in my next video, and I will see y'all then.
Baby, lead the way, yeah.